Okay guys, let's get this show on the road. So remember, we work on the crumb, which is this part first. Then we work on the side, which is this part, and now we're working on the brim. And this is the hat we're working on. So that's the crown, right? That's the sides, and now we're starting the brim. So let's get things started. So to make it easier for myself, I rolled up the yarn into balls. See, you can see that, because we're gonna be working holding two strands together, and it's the same needle, because you want the brim to be thick and stiff so that it stands out from your face. So this is the reason why I do it like this. I know there's stiffeners and stuff you can buy if you do a regular brim with one strand of yarn, but I just feel like it's easier this way. I mean, you can still use a stiffener if you want, but it really is not necessary. So I have my laptop in front of me because I've written a pattern out, because I've made one before. So as I said, we're working with two strands of yarn held together, and I ended off the sides with a slip stitch, and I cut it. Remember, I had a scissors, a tape measure, everything. This is measured 3 inches, just like I said it should be. So I'm hoping you got to this part already. Yes, we're working with two strands held together, and we're starting right in where we did the last finishing. So in that same hole, we're picking up a loop and doing a slip stitch and a one chain, sorry, and then we're gonna work in front loops only. So from here on out, after we did that first stitch, is front loops only. And we're also increasing here. We're gonna do every 10. So after 10 we'll increase. That's showing you that loops are open because we're working in front loops only. Okay, so then every 10 we'll do 2 single crochet together. So I just go into this hole here right at the joining, and I pull up the 2 strands. It's kind of cumbersome, don't feel any way. It's cumbersome to me too. And you just do a slip stitch and 1 chain, and from here on out you're going to be working in front loops only. And as I said, I always try to hide this behind for a bit, just so that I don't have to do so much finishing. So now the next stitch would be this one, and you go in the front loops and you do 1 single crochet. We're going to be increasing on this rung too. So after you do your first 10, we're gonna have 2 single crochet in one, and just like that. So you'll do 10, 2 single crochet in the next front loop, just like that, right? So let's get to our first 10 and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, be careful not to split the thread, right? It's a lot for a size 5mm needle. 8, 9, 10. And then after that 10, you work 2 single crochet in this one. 1, 2, right? And again, we do another 10. 1, 2. That's increasing every 10 stitches, right? So in the 11th one, you do 2 single crochet in front loops, right? 5. So we did 2 here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in the 11th stitch we're gonna do 1, 2. So let's finish this round and meet me back up here when we get to do the final slip stitch. So we are back here after finishing round 1, and we're ending with a slip stitch in the first chain, right? And then we chain 1, and this round is a single crochet in each single crochet around. No increases, no decreases, just 1 single crochet in each single crochet. You know, the last round we increase after every 10 single crochet. This one we're just doing that. And once again, we're gonna meet up to do rung 3. We'll meet back up again, and remember, after this we're not increasing anything. We're gonna go to rung 9 or 10. I'm not sure which one yet. We'll see how, if we get to 3 inches and how we like it, but there will be no more increases right now. So slip stitch in this last, in the first one chain, sorry, not the last. So we're gonna slip one chain, and we're gonna continue working single crochet in each single crochet, and we'll do this till we get to rung 10. Let's get to rung 10 and meet up back and see where we're at, because I'm trying to make this at least 3 inches as well. So this is 3 and this is 3. So this will be 3, and then the brim will be 3. So let me just try and get to 3 inches and see. I have, because I wrote the pattern for actually this hat, I probably don't need to get more than 10 rungs, but let's see. If it's more than 10 or less than 10, I will let you know when I get back to you after completing the 10 rungs. We'll talk about it then. Okay, so come back and meet me up here again. Hello, so I've finished the hat, and remember I told you I was going on 10 single crochet rungs. Well, that was not the case. I think I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in total. That's all I needed, because this the yarn I used was thicker than this yarn, right? They're both 100% cotton. This one is an organic cotton. This is just a regular type of cotton, so it is more coarse. This one was softer and lighter, so I think it's more like a DK than a worsted, but this is definitely a worsted weight. So a number 4 and number 3 cotton. And the only difference I did was I used a 425 needle, which is a G6 with this one. And then for this, the burnt orange, I use a number 5mm, which is an H. So that was the only difference with the needles. But remember, I followed the schematic. So I followed this thing that I drew to get the hats the size I wanted them. This hat, although I follow exactly what I said here, still came out a little bigger in this part. Oh, let me just say, this hat, this is what I'm saying. This hat, even although I followed it to the T, this part and this part came out a little bigger than this hat. But because I only increased on the first rung in this hat, I only increased this rung. This hat, the brim is wider. So it's, I mean wider, see? I'm trying to say wider. See, the brim is wider because I increased on the first and second rung of this hat. But all in all, the hats are pretty similar. The lengths are the same. You'll see me modeling it shortly to see how they fit. I prefer this hat because of the stiffness, and I like this hat because of the color. So I'm hoping I could get this color in this type of 100% cotton. But I'm happy how they turn out. Okay folks, so which one do you like? Hat number 1? I love the color on this one, as I said before, but I like the color on number 2 as well, but this khaki one takes the cake. So what do you think? Or hat number 2? I didn't really iron this one out. I did for the first one, so the jury is out for me for hat number 1 or hat number 2. This one will match a lot of stuff I have as well as hat number 1, not as much as hat number 1, but it will match a lot of stuff I have. And this is one of my favorite colors. It's my mom's favorite color, so I made it my favorite color. So tell me guys, hat number 1, the first one, which is this, or hat number 2? Let me know what you're thinking.